Shazazz Creations, your one-stop shop when it comes to customization. Totes, tees, tumblers, hats, and more. Looking for a customized gift idea for a graduation, birthday party, baby shower, or just a unique creation of your own? Check out Shazazz Creations as seen here on Whitney D TV. Female, Black owned. Use my promo in the description box down below and let her know Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you. Thank you. Bye.
What's up, Jewel Gang? So I would like to address this white woman who goes by the name of Nikki Marie on Facebook. Her page is private, but her DMs are wide open. You see, this scarecrow thought it'd be a good idea to slide in a black woman's DM, bully and harass her over having a small disability. Pause and read. Pause and read. Pause and read. You see, this beautiful black woman you decided to harass for having a small disability, when being compared to you is walking art. Black women are literally walking Picassos, which is why snow roaches like you envy us so much. You look like the cashier at H-E-B that has to call the manager every 5 seconds because you're too stupid to work the register. You look like splattered bird shit dried up on the side of someone's car. You couldn't match her beauty if she gave you an audio booklet with a step-by-step description on how to do so. And between me and you, I'm the bigger bully. Sit your ass down.
But you really lame. Think you really think you could play me? Well, you better think again. What you say these girls ain't loyal, but you got 7 girls sitting paying your phone. Now tell me who's really loyal? It ain't you. These boys ain't loyal, talking about us girls, saying that we all bodies. But us girls will hold it down, pick you up when you're down, and give you anything you want. You're trying to run game that's already been played, gonna get your heart broken. Do you know who you are dealing with? Liar, liar. Thought you were slick. Liar, liar. But I'll always be tired. Liar, liar. Thought you were slick, but I'll always be tired.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now let's get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
So y'all already know what time it is. Go ahead and get ready to...
Y'all killing me with this. I can't fucking hear. I'm
Robert.
I can't fucking real. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Y'all wanna believe it? Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.KELLY. Fight for my life. Stupid R.KELLY. Do it. Stupid R.KELLY. Fight for my life. Stupid R.KELLY. Do it.
Welcome back, everybody. I pray you guys are having a stupid, blessed Monday morning. I am coming to you guys quite early because I am finally finna get this tooth look at. Okay, now if you guys aren't aware, I've been functioning full-fledged just toothache here, all right? And so that's kind of why I've been in and out, you guys. I haven't been as consistent as I used to be because my tooth has been kicking my natural behind. Okay, so I do sincerely apologize, but I'm coming early so I can get you guys informed, and then hopefully I can come back later on tonight after we figure out what's going on with this grill. Okay, and my husband was like, enough is enough with you, woman. Okay, let me go on make an appointment. Okay, so good morning to everybody. I'm coming to you guys early. Before we get into everything, let me just say hi to everybody. Welcome. Please share this video. Okay, share because I'm going to inform you guys of what to expect. Okay, hey Nikki, good morning. Hey Keely, hey Monique, hey Alice, hey Honey Bunches of Oats, hey West Coast. All right, anybody else that comes in after that, say hello for me because I like I said, I'm short for time. Hey Laura, hey beautiful, you're back. Good. Hey, okay, so you're in England, so it is what, roughly, it's the evening, I would say, right? So good evening to you, beautiful. And Chastity, hi, welcome. Okay, so, hello, everybody. Welcome to Whitney DTV. Thank you guys for putting where you guys are from. If I miss anybody, please, Nikki and other mods, make sure you guys greet them and give them their Whitney D love. Make sure you guys come in keeping it cute so you won't get the boot, okay? You do not have to agree with anything that I'm saying, but I ask that you please respect my platform, okay? Now, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And sharing is caring. Please share this video. Please do what you need to do by sharing this video, okay? Now, if you like to join the channel, all you have to do is actually click out of here, or if you're on your laptop or computer or whatever the case may be, you can actually see it in the description box. I made sure to place it in the description box. Otherwise, it is pinned in the chat right now as we speak, and you can go ahead and join the channel that way. I'm telling you, this channel, you're going to be highly informed. No clickbaiting over here. Okay, what I put in the titles, that's what it's going to be. All right. And I just love you guys' support, so I wouldn't do you guys like that. Okay, I want to keep you guys informed and abreast to what is going on over here. Okay. All right, so nothing more. If you guys would like to support my channel, you'll be able to see everything down below right there. my Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. I just want to really get into everything. Okay, first and foremost, hello everybody, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Chi-Town, I see you, Veronica. Welcome, beautiful. Okay, so let me make this very clear for everybody. All right, because like I said, I want to keep you guys informed. I told you guys this on last week, and everything I've for the most part been saying has been coming to pass. Okay, um, I know that we all are here for truth seekers. I know that we are all here for the same thing. Okay, so let me make this be very, 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 very clear to you guys. I strongly doubt that we will have a verdict on today. Strongly, if we do, that is wonderful. But I just don't want you guys to keep getting worked up for something that because a lot of platforms are going to be covering this situation. Of course, it's a to do thing, okay? But if you really want to be informed, like, be patient. Let the jurors do what they need to do. Us tuning in on them just deliberating is not going to be beneficial to anything. You can just to keep abreast to everything, but I'm going to tell you guys that I have somebody that's in connections, okay? And as soon as I know that we have a verdict, I will be going live. I absolutely will be going live, and we're going to discuss it. However, I doubt it's going to be a verdict today. Okay, I doubt it. Okay, I doubt that it's going to be a verdict today because they just are coming back from the weekend, just now getting some of the things that they requested. We don't know if it's going to be more things that they're going to request. So that's the reason why I'm just going to be honest with you, because I had a lot of people in my DMs, Whitney, why aren't you covering the deliberation? Well, it's nothing to cover, you guys. All we're going to be doing is watching a screen and watching numbers add up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to clickbait y'all and have y'all sitting here and we just shooting the ish, you know what I'm saying, waiting when I don't think nothing is coming in today. So I'm going to be honest with you guys in regards to that. Because like I said, I know you know that I've been covering it, but I've been covering it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to not have nothing to be showing you guys besides numbers on the screen, counting down. Like I said, when I get that go, because I will be getting a text message, okay? When I get that go, you will know. I promise you. And I will, wherever I'm at, go live. I don't even care if it's from my cell phone. We will go live. We will see it happening. We will discuss it. And also, I told you guys on last week as well, myself along with Mr. Clary will be putting together a charter bus, okay, to go to New York to support the victims, okay, and to hear R.KELLY's sentencing there, okay. If you are interested in it, please, please, please slide up in my DMs, okay? You see my Snapchat handle. I mean, not Snapchat. Yeah, it's Instagram handle right here at the corner of the left of the screen. And just slide in and we will get you guys informed with that, okay? But not for nothing. I just wanted to put that out there. If you guys want to be properly informed, then I'm telling y'all, I got y'all, but it's nothing to really cover. They're sitting in a room, they're deliberating, they're going through everything. I doubt we have anything transpires on today, and I just wanted you guys to be informed, okay? So if we have time, I'm gonna play this clip, but I want to go and get into everything when it pertains to these transcripts. I'm told you guys I'm gonna finish reading them out, so you guys can have the transcripts here where you guys won't have to bounce around. We left off at Holly's and Faith. So what my plan is that we're going to actually go ahead and get into his book, his diary, SOULACOASTER. It came out years back, but I'm interested to see if anything was said pertaining to what's going on now, as well as, so we're going to read that, and we're going to read the transcripts of Holly today, and then on this evening we're going to continue reading the book, and we're going to pick up with Faith's transcripts, okay? And if we have a verdict, we can have a verdict and we'll discuss it, but I'm telling y'all, I doubt it, but y'all have fun with that. And if we have time, I'm going to play some feed from BNC, okay? So thank you guys for joining me this morning. We still have no verdict. That's the update. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys in regards to the book. We're going to start with the book first. Okay, we're going to start with this book first. Yeah, we're gonna start with the book first, and we're gonna get into Holly's transcripts thereafter. Okay. All right, I'm just getting it pulled up, you guys. All right, let's go. Oh, Alice says on Shy TV, do they have a good amount of coverage on news stations about R. Kelly's case? You know what? I've been hearing that everybody ain't really been covering it like that. Alice says this man is goofy between his lyrics, letters, and now this book. Yep. Yes, ma'am. But we're gonna read it. But that's why I was saying, like, people just are like, now you're just choosing to just entertain the craziness. He's been speaking out about all of this a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real about it, okay? Not for nothing, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into SOULACOASTER, the Diary of Me. Let's see what this man was talking about, okay? Now, we went past it a little bit, and I told you guys that he dedicated this to his mom. And it's just, I'm sorry, it's just something about that relationship. It's morbid to me. It's really morbid. It's really morbid. Okay, but you guys see it. It came out in 2011. Okay, so what, 10 years ago? So yeah, by R.KELLY with David Ritz. I dedicate this book of my mother. I hope they didn't let this man publish this book, but I dedicate this book to my mother, Joanne Kelly, and my second mom, teacher and pastor, Lena McLean. I don't think I would have did that, knowing that she set her butt on Survivor R.KELLY and was like, yeah, I saw him doing that in the third. So let's go ahead and get into this act one. Okay, so this is the author's notes. Okay, this is R.KELLY's notes. It says SOULACOASTER is a memoir. I have shared the most challenging times of my life in this diary. But in telling my story, certain episodes could not be included for complicated reasons. Additionally, to protect the privacy of others' specific names and identifying characteristics have been changed. Events and conversations have been recreated from my memory and reconstructed to the best of my recollection. I hope you enjoy the ride. Uh-oh, y'all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm ready for this. That's interesting. Let's see if we can figure out these characters, shall we? So I guess this is a poem. It says, look beyond myself as I reflect on all the memories, good times, they come and go. Lost everything from friends to family. If I could turn back the hands, there would be some things I change about me. I know that my past is not what my future holds. Where I come from, who could believe all the pain and misery? Look in my eyes and you will see the diary of me. Rewind my life, just go back and correct all the wrong. And ask God to direct my path so then I could make it home. Oh, wow. Y'all heard that, right? So basically, this is a confession to God right there that, you know what I'm saying, he not sure if he's going to go to heaven. Years ago, a child was born and raised without a man. My mom was scorned, but still reached out her hand. Just open the book, turn the pages of my life, and you will read a true story about one man's journey, the diary of me. Y'all, that's volumes right here. Y'all, this is gonna be a good read. Hey, everybody come in. Hey, Sabrina. This is gonna be a good read, you guys. Cause let's get into it. Act 1, back in the day. Look at this fool. Before you go on this solar coaster with me, there is one thing I gotta say. No matter what speed it goes, how high it soars, or how low it drops, hold on. The music is swarming. Since the day of my birth, I remember like my soul has been on some kind of roller coaster with all of the ups and downs, twists and turns, laughing and screaming, smiling and crying. Sometimes I ask myself, when will this ride stop, or will it ever stop? Before you go on this solar coaster with me, though, there is one thing I have to say. No matter what speed it goes, how high it soars, or how low it drops, hold on. Even as I work on this book, the music was swarming, pushing, inspiring, and challenging me. And I let it. I always accept the challenge, from my earliest memories to last night's recording session. Music has been my life's mission and my greatest passion. I feel like God has placed a lifetime of melodies inside me, and that's a wonderful thing. But unfortunately, a great gift can come with a great price and a hell of a responsibility. I I call my gift a beautiful disease. When I'm working on one song, it seems like I'm always interrupted by another song that's knocking, sometimes banging at the door of my soul. There are times I feel like a radio station with all the channels blasting at me. I often get smothered by songs and lyrics, smothered by ideas about musical pieces and how they mix and match. They're like jigsaw puzzles. As soon as I put one together, I'm on the next one. I'm on the next. My mind is always moving fast and furious. It won't let me rest until all the pieces of the song fit together. When I was a kid, I found out that I couldn't read or write like other kids. I would worry myself sick that was wrong with me and that my disability would trap me. When the music started flowing through me, at first I was overwhelmed and worried. Why was I hearing so many songs? Musical phrasings, lyrics, and lyrics and song structures were fully formed in my head long before I could understand what these things really were. Even when somebody said that I had a special gift as a little kid, I was scared that it would drive me crazy. It took me a lot of time, effort, energy, and a lot of God's grace to learn to recognize the gift for what it was, as hardness it and harness it. Even as I struggled in other ways, I've got a lease on my music now and can walk it. It's not running wild anymore. I can walk it wherever I want to go. Now, this book is like my music. It's not just stray melodies. It comes to me late at night. Certain scenes, voices, and memories appear unexpectedly. Things that made me proud and things that are still hard for me to even think about. Now, my life is like a mansion with lots of rooms. Some of those rooms are well lit with bright, joyfully colored party lights and full of happiness. Other rooms are dark, and some of the doors to those rooms have never even been cracked open. Well, now I'm opening those doors and I'm inviting you. I'm inviting you. Mom. When I call out mom, it brings the spirit of Joanne Kelly into my heart. I'm calling out mom at the beginning of this book because as I go through the pages of my life and start to wake up the images and feelings of my past, I need to invoke her. Ooh, no. You don't invoke and conjure up no damn spirits. That's scary. Anyways, I need to invoke her here in the present. I need the spirit of my mother by my side. She's still my guide and my strength. She was the first one to believe in me. She told me that I could achieve all things through Christ Jesus. At 45, I can still hear her words, and they're just as comforting now as ever. It was she who taught me to believe I could fly beyond the sky and soar into pure space. No matter what we were going through, no matter how small our Thanksgiving table, my mother's inspiring strength kept our hearts full, even if our bellies were sometimes empty. She was strong in her faith, to something I carry with me to this day. She taught us how to be thankful. Didn't matter if this neighbor or that neighbor had more than we did. Whatever we had was reason to thank the Lord. Financially, we had nothing. Spiritually, we had everything. The reason I love my mother so much is she was not perfect and she never claimed to be, but I loved her because she was my mother. She had her bad habits. She loved her Winston cigarettes and her Miller beer. Sometimes she drank too much and get sick. My mother wasn't ashamed to talk about her imperfections. She discussed her faults, telling me how she wanted to stop drinking and smoking like she did. My mother was a praying woman who looked to God for a better way. Above all, she was a loving woman who protected her four children with the strength of a lioness. My mother was my daddy too, so to speak, because she raised me on her own. Her husband, Lucius, became my stepfather. But no disrespect to him, he was not my real father. As a kid, when I first understood that my father left my mother when she was pregnant with me, I wasn't really upset about it, but it hurt. Thankfully, I had someone who was a genius at being a mother and a father too. Thought I'd never met or seen my father. On special occasions like Christmas and birthdays, my siblings' father would come by and take them shopping for toys and clothes. I never got jealous. But I do remember being sad and curious. In fact, one day when I was about 11 or 12, I decided to ask my mom questions about my father, like, who is he? Where is he? And why doesn't he come to take me out for my birthday or bring me anything for Christmas? My mother would just roll her eyes, look away from me, and say, don't say nothing to me about that no good son of a bitch, because that minute he found out I was pregnant with you, his coward ass left, disappeared in the wind, she say. Didn't want to have nothing to do with either you or me. I remember my mother's eyes on one of those days, close to blood red as the anger grew and grew while she talked about my father as if he was the devil himself. I remember my eyes getting baby blood red too, because what my mother loved, I loved. And what she hated, I hated. It was that day, that moment, that I decided to hate my father, not knowing really what hate meant or having a clear understanding about love. She told me on that day to never mention him again. I'm your mother and your father, she said. I promised her that I'd never talk about him again, and I never did. I remember talking the word father and putting it in a little brick box in the back of my mind until now. My mother was a woman of strength, love, and courage. She always felt like what we didn't have, God gave to us. Whatever you ain't got, God gave to you. So count it all as joy, she would say. Now, most people won't believe this because I'm talking about my mother, but Mama Joanne could sing her butt off. People said she sounded like Gladys Knight and Aretha Franklin mixed together. Every time she'd open her mouth to sing, whether it was in church, in a club, or outside on the porch, I would watch the people to get their reactions. My mother is the reason why I fell in love with old school music to this day. The closer I stay to the real soul of music, the closer I am to the spirit of my mother. To me, she is the soul of music. I was 5 years old in 1972, and already music was all over me. Music was my mother, and my mother was music. When she was out of the house, I was never quiet, right? I was never quite right. When she came home, I felt safe. My mother was my comfort zone, and all I wanted was to live in the music with her. The first time mom let me go with her to hear her sing, my heart started hammering so hard. I thought that I was straight up on my way to heaven. I was one of those sweet summer, it was one of those sweet summer nights in Chicago when the breeze comes off Lake Michigan and everyone wants to go outside and enjoy it. I was holding my mother's hand, walking down the street to the nightclub where she and her band, the Six Pack, were going to play. My mother had grown up with music in the house. My grandfather was a musician who played blues guitar and used to do gigs playing BB King numbers. As we passed the original Regal Theater, mom ignited my imagination with stories of legendary black artists who had once played on that stage. Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, Ella Fisher, the Supremes, the Temptations, B.B. King, James Brown, and even little Stevie Wonder. Al Green's at the Regal tonight, mom said. Chicago's South Side in the early 70s was music in motion, bursting with our Southern blues roots and deep urban rhythms, just like us. And among Chicago folk, no one was bigger than Al Green. Let's stay together, love and happiness, and I'm still in love with you. With everyone's favorite jams. I love to hear Al, my mother said as she looked up at his picture. But I got some singing of my own to do. Got my own show to put on. I saw the little lounge where mom was going to perform. She turned me over to the drummer in her band, a big man with a big laugh and a wide smile. The club wasn't having a 5-year-old walk through its front door, but my mother knew they weren't watching the back. Before I knew it, her drummer had scooped me up, hid me in his drum case, and carried me inside. As the band started to play, I opened the lid to steal a peep. My eyes went wide. I was amazed. Clouds of smoke, swells of laughter, women's sweet perfumes, the strong smell of cigars, the stink of whiskey. I knew that something big, something exciting was about to happen. She smashed the night. She smashed the crowd, smashed the song. Everything about the place thrilled my soul. The jukebox was playing Marvin Gaye as I waited on my mother to come out. She was in the back room getting ready, like always, smoking a Winston and drinking a Miller. She was taking her time. The longer the folks waited, the more she knew they'd want her to come out and sing. Finally, mom appeared. She was wearing her only stage outfit, a slinky black dress with gold sparkles up and down the sleeves. She was a heavy set woman, flawless brown skin, flawless brown skin, brown eyes, thick eyebrows. She looked beautiful. She was beautiful. She made her way to the front of the band. No stage, no curtains, no introduction, just her stepping up to the mic, strong as she could. And when the band kicked in and she let that first note go, I still get goosebumps just thinking about it. She smashed the night, smashed the crowd, smashed the song. First song was belted out was in Aretha Franklin number, singing, "Don't Send Me No Doctor." Filling me up with all those pills. Got me a man named Dr. Feelgood, and Lord, he takes care of all my pains and ills. Me, I had no pains or ills. I had me a mother who could sing. She didn't dance, didn't wave her arms or do any tricks. She didn't have to. Miss Joanne Kelly was a stand-up, straight-up soul singer. Peeping out of that drum case, I saw how the people loved her. She took that midnight train to Georgia, leaving the pipes behind, leaving the pips behind. My mother didn't need no pips. She had enough voice for 4 singers. She was tearing the roof off the little club, and me, well, I was cherishing every moment, every minute. The joy of music was the joy of my mother. As far as I could tell, Mom ruled the world. How y'all doing? Y'all okay? Y'all okay? Yes, this is his book. This is his diary. This is his diary. Okay, I think we're gonna stop it after Lulu, so I can get into the transcript reading. Well, you know what? I think we're gonna let me see how long Lulu is. Okay, yeah, we'll stop after Lulu, and I'll get into a little bit of the transcript reading of Holly. Lulu, I love. There's no one on earth more romantic than me. I've been in love with love ever since I can remember. I've always loved the idea of having a girlfriend. I love the closeness, the sweetness, holding her hand, kissing her cheek, whispering words of affection, and hearing her say that she feels the same about me. My first girlfriend was named Lulu, and she was so special. Though we were only 8 and it was puppy love, I believe she was my first musical inspiration. When it comes to love songs, I can still smell the fragrance of our oh my bad. When it comes to when it comes to love songs, I can still smell fragrance of our innocence. Lulu and I had a very special bond, even at our young age. Felt futuristic. Ours was that kind of bond that young people talk about when they say they're gonna grow up and get married and just be together forever. And though it sounds much like a fairy tale, it's what me and Lulu believed in our hearts, and nobody could tell us anything different. Sometimes Lulu and I would play house. We built a make-believe house out of a big cardboard box that we put in the backyard. We cut out openings for windows and hung fresh paper towels to look like curtains. We took crayons and drew little decorations on the walls. We got a towel to look like a rug and placed it on the ground. We did everything we could to make it pretty. Inside the cardboard house, we had a make-believe kitchen where Lulu served me a make-believe lunch. We sat on the towel and drank make-believe coffee, just like our mothers did. We just sat there and looked at each other. Lulu had light brown eyes and a smile that made me smile. In our make-believe dream house, Lulu and I made a vow to be girlfriend and boyfriend forever. Let's take a walk, Rob, Lulu said to me one day. It had rained earlier, but the sun finally came out and walking sounded good. We left my backyard hand in hand. Little 8-year-old me was floating on air. Floating on love. Across the street on Concord Drive sat Beacon Hill Elementary School. A wire fence had been built to keep kids away from Thorn Creek, which rushed like a river between Beacon Boulevard and the railway line. I like the river, said Lulu. I like looking at the water. Me too. Although there was a sign on the gate that said, "Danger, keep out," there was also a hole in the fence that beaconed us in. The rains had swollen Thorn Creek. The water flowed faster and stronger than normal. We were fascinated just to look down at the water, which had a rhythm of its own. After a while, a bunch of other kids came along. They were laughing and carrying on. One of the kids, a boy bigger than me, said, "Hey, this is our river. What you doing around here?" "River belongs to everyone," said Lulu. "You can't own a river." "Hell, I can't," said the boy as he stepped up to Lulu. "I say, it's my river, and y'all get out." I stepped in front of Lulu and said, "We were here first. We're not leaving." "Out!" the boy screamed. "It's our river too," I screamed back. With that, the big kids started pushing and shoving, and one of them pushed Lulu so hard, she fell backwards into the water. Before I knew it, she was struggling to get out. I reached for her, but the fast-moving current, strong after the rain, was carrying her away. I didn't know how to swim, and neither did she. The other kids were running away, and she was screaming, "Rob, Rob!" And I was screaming, "Lulu, Lulu!" Suddenly, she was out of my sight, beyond the river's bend. I started yelling out for help, but I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I was hysterical. I was jumping up and down. After what felt like forever, some grown-ups arrived. I explained what happened and followed them downstream until they came upon a big rock. There was Lulu, her head crushed against the rock. She wasn't talking, wasn't moving, but there was a lot of blood coming from her head. "Lulu can't be dead," I screamed. But the gash in the blood and the woman moaning told me what I didn't want to hear. I wanted Lulu to come back. I wanted this day to start over. It's time me and Lulu wouldn't go inside the fence. We wouldn't go near the water. We'd go back to a cardboard dream house and sit on a make-believe rug. We'd go there and live happily ever after. Death couldn't be this real. Lulu's life couldn't be snuffed out like this because some fool pushed her too hard. It didn't make any sense. Lulu couldn't be dead. She's alive. I knew that I'd be seeing her smiling eyes soon as I woke up from this dream. But it was no dream. It really happened. That night, I was still in a state of shock. My mom, sensing what I was dealing with, held me close in her arms and said, "Wasn't your fault. Baby, you couldn't do anything to save her. Lulu is in heaven now. She's with the Lord, sweetheart, and you with me. It's okay to cry. Cry all you need to, baby, because I got you. I'm with you. I'm right here." My mother's words helped, but she couldn't change the awful truth that Lulu was gone. I kept seeing her caught up in the current, reaching out for me. I heard her screaming out to me. I watched the river washing Lulu away until she disappeared, gone forever. A beautiful butterfly, lost in a raging storm. Wow, this is good, y'all. We're going to stop here. We stopped on page 26, and we're going to begin at the dream. And it's on page 27. My God, y'all. My gosh. Wow, y'all. This is going to be a good read. I'm excited to continue reading this book. I'm sorry. I'm excited to continue reading.